Hello, 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 everybody. I am Stephanie D. Sanders, back at you once again with another episode of Movers and Shakers. That's right. I'm out here talking to the people that are moving and doing a little bit of shaking. This one right here, now this title is for her. It is when I say Movers and Shakers. This one right here, I met several years ago. I don't even remember how we met, but I tell you, it's been an interesting ride ever since then. Miss Blue, come on in and talk to us a little bit. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, before we get into all the other things that you're doing now.
Oh, okay. Well, my name is Blue Feliu. My real name's Mahalia Feliu, but I've been going by Blue for many years. That's a name my dad gave me when I was a child because he wanted a boy, and Blue was for boys. So I actually cut one Blue out as I got older because it used to be Blue Blue. I, I know, I know. But I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. I've been in the St. Petersburg area now for close to 39 years.
Mhm.
I am a mother of three adult children, 48, 45, and 35, a grandmother of nine, and the oldest is 27, and the youngest is four.
Wow.
And yeah, uh, big gaps in there. And I just love what I do. I love Florida.
Mhm.
I've had opportunities here that I never would have gotten in New York. And I
Mhm.
never really thought of the opportunities I've acquired here in New York. In New
Mhm.
York, I was far from the sun.
Because she's been working, over her life, but we met. I do not. How in the world did we meet? I know we were doing something
We
acting.
met at a film festival.
Okay, all right, all right. I don't know which one it was, but
Oh, it's
no,
been
no,
over
no, no.
10 years.
I mean, see, I didn't even realize how the time has just passed and gone on. I'm so used to seeing your name and your face and likeness out there on social media, and then we hit each other up with a message here and there. But she's been doing her own thing there in the past, and then it kind of started to transition on over into acting, and it's like, okay. Then I come to find out that she's a dancer. And I was like, oh my goodness, it's on and popping now. She and
Yes,
I
yes,
talked
yes.
about dancing and everything like that. So, how has the industry been thus far for you with the whole acting, and then you moved into doing more of your dancing? I even went to see her in a play. Tell us about it. Just tell us about
Oh, wow. Well, I mean, I've always been a dancer culturally because my
it.
mom was from Puerto Rico and my father, who is from Philly, at the age of 89, is still dancing. And he
Wow.
lives in California,
Mhm.
healthy as a horse. And it's just in the blood and it's in the culture. So I started dancing for a production I've been in for over 27 years. It
Mhm.
started out as the Chocolate Nutcracker. It
Mhm.
moved to the chocolate Nutcracker Twist. Then it went to the Family Blessing. And it's now, as we speak, the Family Blessing.
Mhm.
And it's a production that is based on the original Nutcracker. However, it uses about three to 400 community kids, and I do the wardrobe, costuming, and dancing.
Oh
And it's
wow.
done, yeah, and it's done every year in December.
Mhm. Well, we will
So I've
definitely
been
have to
dancing.
come back and cover that right there before you do that.
So I've been dancing for a while, and when you say you saw me in a play, well, that was in the Heights, and that was
Mhm.
one of my bucket lists.
Mhm.
I've always wanted to do In the Heights
Mhm.
and had the opportunity to do it at 55. And I actually was an ensemble dancer.
Yes, I saw her. She was all down on the floor, and then the next thing you know, the lights were doing their thing, and she was up on top, like a
Of the step.
rooftop of the
It
store
was
or
a step.
whatever it was. I was like, "Look at her! Look at her! You better go! You better go!" But see, that is just a testament to the spirit of a dancer, the spirit of an artist. We will find different things in different ways to keep using those gifts that we have. And you sure have done just that because I think you said you went into retirement. Is that correct? Then how long
Well,
did that last?
it didn't. Um, June 28th was my last day as a social worker.
Hmm.
I've been a social worker by trade for over, I want to say over 25 years.
Hmm.
And June 28th was my last day working as a social worker for independent senior living. And I think it might have lasted, I want to say 6 months.
Uh-huh.
And then I went into teaching the arts in a preschool.
Look at that. Giving back already. And
Yeah,
that is exactly where you need to reach them at because they are so much fun. They're full of vibrance and life, and they want to learn new things. They love different things. They love music, and they already love jumping and hopping and bopping around in
right,
general,
right.
you
Well,
know.
well,
So
yeah. Well, this was a teachable moment for them because the production I actually turned into a production. I was supposed to just be teaching a little bit, but I did a full-blown production, and I'm not sure if you're aware of the Manhattan Casino, which is a landmark in St. Petersburg, Florida,
mm-mm.
on the Deuces, and that's where Duke Ellington, Ella Fitzgerald, Cab Calloway, and
Oh,
all of them
wow.
sang. And it's Black History, and it was during Black
Mm,
History Month that I felt that the kids needed that enrichment in their life. So
mm.
with my production, I had them all dressed. They had costumes and everything. So I had Cab Calloway with his little orchestra, little one. I had Stevie Wonder, I had Ray Charles, I had James Brown, and let me tell you, if I can only tour it with them, it would be great.
Oh, there we go. I hope you guys are listening out there. We might have us a tour on our hands with young
Yeah,
people. Oh my gosh, that would be utterly amazing.
yes,
Amazing. Just keep that in mind because I could definitely see something like that in the school systems, just
yeah.
going to give those short
Well,
little scenes or little
yeah,
skits.
I'll open myself up for it. I'll go and teach it if they need it. So
There we go. There we
they can
go. The
plug in.
touring teacher. The touring
Yes,
teacher.
ma'am.
What?
Yes, ma'am.
And take what, see, this is what happens when artists get together. You start brainstorming out loud. And I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, take your production to this, and this school throughout the
Right.
year and let them do it. I'll come with you, girl. With
Okay.
y'all,
So I'm packed. I always keep a suitcase.
right? Now, how did your family feel about you? Okay, it's time for her to retire. How'd they feel about that?
Well, they're very supportive,
Hmm.
very very supportive because my kids know that I can become kind of wild or spur of the moment.
Hmm.
So what happens is that when I say I'm going, they know it's for real.
Yes, yes.
And they're supportive. I'm just blessed that I have a son that is a flight attendant.
Oh,
So
okay.
I kind of give him a call and he says, okay, Ma, you're on standby. And I'm like, I know I'm gonna get there, so I ain't worried.
Right, right.
But um they're very, very supportive. They've come to my productions. Some have gone to my fashion shows. My older son was like in awe when I did New York Fashion Week and I was on a billboard in Times Square.
See, look, I couldn't even get to it fast enough. She done popped in with this information, and I'm like,
Sorry.
retirement. Look, I know your people were like, oh, okay, she's gonna retire, she's gonna relax and kind of sit back and take care of us and all of that. But you said
No.
no.
Somebody's gonna have to
No.
take care of me in a minute.
I don't think so. You got a lot more life and a lot more living in you because look, people, she went from the job, she retired. She came out of retirement and started teaching in the preschool with the production stuff and dancing. Now she's turned over a whole new leaf. And now she is ripping up the runways. What?
Yes.
I was like, when I saw her out there, I was like, yes, girl, you go, you do that, you do that. I
Yes.
mean, how in the world did you get into that lane right there? And how has it been? We'll get to what you're looking forward to, but how in the world you got into it?
Believe me, it was a fluke. Somebody introduced me to someone in reference to a fashion show, and it wasn't even New York Fashion Week or Cabo Fashion Week level. I was just doing a fashion show at a mall, and I impressed them
Mm-hmm,
because
mm-hmm,
my first fashion show was at 50,
mm-hmm. Ooh,
and I was wearing the 6-inch heels
ooh,
at 50,
ooh,
and I was doing my signature pose, which is a lean
mm-hmm,
because you got
mm-hmm,
to lean,
mm-hmm.
and I've been called ever since.
There we go. There we go. It's like you use the talents and you use the gift, and then the people will come, the money will come. All of those things just kind of start to fall in line because it's really a part of who you are already. It's just
Yes,
something
ma'am.
that's already inside of you to do. So now,
And it is because, as you state, and I'm gonna kind of piggyback on that. It is a gift,
hmm
and I've been blessed. I've
hmm
been truly, truly blessed because I've never taken a class in anything I've done.
And I know
And
people
my
say,
my motto is go where God says and don't ask.
that's
And if
right.
He says go, I'm going.
G- Go. Exactly. That is the way I feel too. It's like when you get a certain idea about something
Mhm.
and it starts coming together in even your mind, just one
Right.
piece after the next. It's already kind of lining up for you. It's like, okay, there's
Yes.
nothing to it but for you to at least give it a try, see what's supposed
Right.
to happen and transpire with that. And look, it led from one thing to the next,
Yes, ma'am.
for you. And you are still moving. You just kicking up your heels and putting on your six
My
inch
6 inch,
heels.
yes.
Look, it's like I'm gonna have to practice a little bit more. I mean, that was modeling back in the day. Hey, I'm like, wait a minute. We start getting past like 3, 4 inches. Okay, we're gonna need a little bit more practice.
Right, right. Well, it does. It does take practice. And the thing is that if you can't wear the 6 inch, you wear a 5 inch, and you break it down to the lowest you can go. But you go
Yes, yes,
because you
yes,
never
yes.
tell yourself that you can't.
So, what's been the most exciting things about the whole acting and the teaching and the mom?
Wow, that is almost like a catch 22 because I can tell you the best thing of each one.
Yes.
Like right now, I'm in a TV series called Backstreet TV,
Mhm,
and we're gonna have our red carpet premiere hopefully pretty soon.
mhm,
But I play Maria Perez, and I am a hit woman grandma,
mhm,
and and I think that one for me this year has been the ultimate.
mhm,
To be able to have a part in a TV series,
mhm, mhm.
that's going to be on Tubi and Netflix, I think is the highlight.
Yes.
And sometimes we think that everything is monetary, but I think the experience alone is pay enough because somebody will see me and the money will come.
Yes, 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 yes. Because those different platforms, you can't beat the exposure, in those
Right,
different areas and arenas, and then in the people that come along with the projects that are putting them on, and people that are in them too. Because I met
right,
so many different people like you, met so many different people who have become friends over the years just by simply being on a particular set, or commercial, whatever it is.
right.
And like I told somebody maybe about almost a month and a half ago, that was one of the absolute best cast that I have been with on a set at a commercial for Tampers. That was such a wonderful time. The people were great. We just had a good time. And it was
Yes,
just,
and I continue to see you every now and then. I'm like, I know her.
you better say that. I just got a
I
message
know
from my
her.
friend yesterday. Girl, I saw another Weezy or something. I said, hey, praise God.
Right,
Praise God.
right.
We just keep doing our thing and keep staying out there in the public eye because you never know where, when, and how God wants to use you. But whenever the opportunities come,
Amen.
we jump on it. And it's so
Right.
good to see that. That's why I wanted to have you on here because you're a more seasoned lady. And I love that. I'm up there too. I'm right behind you, and you're still doing your thing, making it happen, and opportunities
Right.
that are coming to you. And I love that. I love that. And I wanted
Right.
you
And with
to
the
talk about
branding, that has, I'm sorry to interrupt
it.
you, the branding of not that kind of grandma, it, that in itself says a lot. And that's why I feel that it was given to me and it was given to me spiritually because I would have never thought of it.
Mhm.
But letting people understand that because you are a grandma does not limit your life.
Right, right, right. Because we all have a part to play in this thing we
Yes,
call
ma'am.
life, in our careers. It all just comes together. It comes together
Right.
to fulfill different people's visions and their goals and all of that. So we're just happy to have you on here. And now,
Well, it's a
for these
pleasure and an
people,
honor to be on.
thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. I want you to, before we jump off here, I want you to give people some information on how they can reach you, touch bases with you, if they want to see more about who Miss Blue is, if they want you to be in a project or anything of that nature. What's a good way to reach out to you?
Basically, the best way is to reach me on social media. So on Instagram, I'm at Blue Feliu. Also on Facebook, I'm Blue Feliu. And you just put in blue and I pop up in red.
Good. That's our color, girl. We
Yeah,
already
that's
said
the
that.
color.
That is our
That's the
color.
color.
We did
Yes.
not plan this. We did not plan this today.
No, it wasn't. But like minds always dress alike.
Hey,
Let's just say that.
think alike, dress alike. Hey, we are doing our thing. And I am so
Right.
glad that you came on here today. But hey, make sure you reach out to her and make sure you reach out to me if you feel like you are a mover and a shaker. And you want to talk to us and let people know what you're up to, what's going on in your world. Reach me on social media under Stephanie D. Don't forget the D. Sanders. Now my friend's gonna laugh about that because he always says that. Keith Williams, a good filmmaker friend of mine, and I'm sure you know him too. Reach out to me.
Right.
We will see you
Yeah.
guys. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you once again. See you the
Thank you
next
very much for
time.
having me.
You're
Pleasure.
very
Be blessed.
welcome. Thank you. Very welcome. Very welcome. Check you guys later. Peace.